insurance providers like State Farm have witnessed the emergence of low-cost competitors and advertising arms race among industry leaders and threats of disruption from insurtech companies. As a result, it is critical that State Farm continues to adapt and evolve its offerings.
While it's impossible to know what the future of insurance holds, it's clear that we're entering a pivotal time of change. Innovative technologies such as AI, smart contracts, and telematics are slowly but surely changing the game.
And while these technologies are important and do deserve our attention, we're pretty confident that State Farm is already exploring these possibilities. Today, we would like to focus on a few innovative ideas that can't be found on a quick Google search.
So today we're going to discuss some innovative ways to attract new customers, better understand and meet the needs of customers, and finally, how to improve the customer experience through the Good Neighbor Score.
But before we do that, let's first focus on how consumer expectations have changed. It's no different that they are different today than what they used to be. So understanding these new expectations is crucial if State Farm wants to remain the industry leader and reach new customers. So Macy, how have consumer expectations changed?
Well, just like how Netflix and social media changed how we consume media, the internet is changing how consumers purchase insurance. In the days of Uber, Postmates, and the on-demand economy, it's clear that consumers expect convenience, flexibility, and more than anything, transparency in their pricing.
So let's dive in. First, we need to address the goal of attracting new customers. How can State Farm inform, prepare, and attract the next generations? We would like to focus on an idea that will not only enable State Farm to attract the new generations, but also retain the children who are currently on their parents' plans for when they're ready to take life into their own hands.
Young generations are less mature than they have been in the past. Teens are waiting longer to drive, graduates are waiting longer to get married, buy homes, and have children. One reason is our failure to educate these young generations on key life skills, such as how a mortgage works, why they need or don't need life insurance, and even the dangers of having insufficient liability insurance.
One common complaint that students have about their education experience is that they would rather take classes on how to take out a loan or how to be an adult after graduation. Judges, did you guys know how mortgages worked when you were in high school?
No.
No. Macy, did you know?
No.
No, I didn't know. I still don't know, and I'm about to graduate. But with State Farm's vast resources and pool of spokespeople that young generations know and love, State Farm has the unique opportunity to bridge this education gap while ushering in the next generation of adults as State Farm clients.
Enter the State Farm School of Life. Our idea is for State Farm to create an education platform that educates those young generations on key life skills. Imagine a class taught by Patrick Mahomes on how to take out a mortgage. Students could download an app, take quizzes, and gain certificates to learn what school is not teaching them. Young people could earn current or future discounts.
This incentivizes parents to make their kids take these classes because upon completion, the parents would receive the discount while the child is still on the policy. Then when the kid grows up and moves off their parents' insurance plans, the kid will keep the policy.
Ideas for these classes could be how mortgages work, how the different types of insurance works, budgeting, how credit cards work and how to avoid that debt, how student loans work, how to pay your taxes, and the importance of investing. State Farm spokespeople Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes would be excellent teachers for these courses.
Especially Pat Mahomes. Not only would this add a lot of value to the relationship that State Farm already has with its spokespeople, but this would be perfect. And State Farm can also consider the current Jake from State Farm actor Kevin Miles or NBA player Chris Paul as future spokespeople and teachers.
But how would it benefit customers? Well, first of all, it's going to fill the education gap between formal curriculum and key life skills. It also provides an easy and fun way for students to learn those skills for when they encounter adult things. And finally, discounts. Who doesn't love some extra money in their pocket?
I like extra money in my pocket, but the benefits don't end there. How would this impact State Farm? Well, by having a more educated and informed customer base, we as their insurance provider can be more confident that they're going to make strong life decisions. Also, it's going to build goodwill with the younger generations. Right now, millennials and Gen Z are significantly less likely to purchase insurance. So by having this goodwill and trust in place, that's going to attract younger customers to State Farm. And finally, as we mentioned earlier, it's going to help retain younger customers who are currently on their parents' plans. You just can't argue with the discount on your own policy.
So now that we've covered the School of Life as a way to attract new customers, let's shift and focus on the importance of understanding customer needs and how we can meet them with some ideas State Farm can implement right now.
So how can we meet customer needs if we don't understand them? We can't. So we would like to focus on an idea that State Farm can implement that will allow us to capitalize on all of the data that's available to us and use that to better meet customer needs.
Data mining provides an exceptional opportunity to do exactly that. We engage with thousands of customers largely on Facebook. So why aren't we using that as an opportunity? We can compile and leverage social media data to understand their likes and dislikes, address their feedback or address their frustrations based on feedback they've left, and even gain insights about future product offerings they'd like to see.
On top of Facebook, we can analyze millions of lines of Google search data to better get an idea of what our customers are wanting.
But let's put this into perspective. Meet Megan. We know Megan plans on moving soon and buying a new house. She loves her dogs. She's interested in pet insurance. And unfortunately, she's unhappy with the relationship with her current agent.
So how do we know all this about Megan? No, we didn't stand outside of Megan's living room window for the past 6 weeks talking to her because that would be cheating
And illegal.
and illegal. From her Facebook data, we know that Megan's currently renting, but here in the next few months, she's wanting to move. Her Zillow data reveals that she's looking at houses in the Kansas City area. Her Instagram is full of pictures of her own dogs, and she just shared a post about a recent pet insurance provider. And back to her Facebook, some comments revealed the issues that she's been having with her agent, and she's starting to request quotes.
With Megan's example, you can see how we can use data mining to personalize our marketing and outreach efforts. Right now, agents are guessing. This provides us with the opportunity to tailor our communication with existing customers as well as reach new ones.
Personalized marketing, it cuts customer acquisition costs. It stimulates revenue, it boosts customer satisfaction, and it increases returns on marketing. Financially, it just makes sense.
Additionally, if we allow customers to sign into their State Farm mobile app via their Facebook account, we'll be able to view their likes and interests. We can find common patterns of their likes and interests to group together people with similar insurance needs, such as diabetic travelers, pug owners, or even homeowners in Tornado Alley.
Welcome to the Midwest, everyone. There was indeed a tornado here a few days ago. Because so many consumers are willing to share personal data for competitive pricing, this is the perfect opportunity for State Farm. And since it's so important to State Farm to generate new products, why are we guessing about what our customers want when we have mountains of data right in front of us to lead us in the right direction? We've even seen other companies generate new product offerings based on their own customers' policy ideas. All of this is more than realistic utilizing State Farm's current technological infrastructure.
So now that we've covered data mining and personalized campaigns as ways that State Farm could better understand customer needs, how else could State Farm adapt to better understand and meet the needs of their customers? Through tuning product offerings, of course.
First, the Protect 3 policy, a customizable subscription plan for customers. You select 3 items that you want to insure, and boom. Instead of bulky annual contracts, customers can pay a simple monthly subscription rate. This would be perfect for college students like Macy and I who couldn't afford to replace a laptop or a phone, or for regular folks who just want to insure their most beloved items. This would allow flexibility, which is very important, and not only that, allowing customers to submit their own information about these items would streamline the underwriting process.
So how would it work? Well, you could have 3 tiers, all contingent on the value of the items insured. Let's say you want to insure a $3,000 wedding ring, a $2,000 bike, and a $1,000 laptop. You qualify for tier 3, and you'll receive a monthly premium of $25. Since a frictionless experience is so important to customers, they don't even have to meet with an agent to set up the Protect 3 policy.
Oh, not at all. Simply go on the State Farm website or mobile app, select the 3 items that you would like to insure, take a couple pictures, submit some info, and boom, set your policy in place. State Farm could even consider using AI to underwrite the value of these items. But let's go ahead and move on. If State Farm is here to help life go right, then why aren't we there for our customers at one of the most significant moments of their life? Wedding insurance. Here comes the bride.
I have put a grand total of $7,000 into my upcoming wedding this May. If for some reason I had to cancel, I don't get any of that money back, and it makes me sick.
State Farm would not want Macy to lose her $7,000. So therefore, wedding insurance is a perfect opportunity for customers just like Macy. This would include event liability, liquor liability, because we've heard some embarrassing speeches, and it would also include cancellations and postponements.
But since cancellations are so rare, this would be a great revenue opportunity for State Farm, providing mutual benefit.
This could look like a partnership with either Zola or the Knot. Both companies seek to be a one-stop shop for anything any wedding couple could ever want or desire. What would be perfect about this is the fact that, wedding insurance is not currently offered by either of these companies, even though they both strongly encourage it. Many of them have blog posts explaining why it is so crucial for wedding couples to purchase it.
In 2019, there were 2 million weddings. This is a $75 billion industry. If State Farm offered wedding insurance, not only would I sleep better at night, but a partnership just makes sense. It'd be a win-win for both parties.
Definitely. So now that we've talked about ways to not only understand but also meet customer needs, let's dive into some innovative ideas that will help us improve the customer experience. We understand that technology and insurance are changing. They're evolving. And while there are many great product offerings and opportunities that State Farm should pursue, many of which are becoming commonplace in the insurance industry today, State Farm could expand its telematics presence easily with a partnership through Garmin by offering wearable health and wellness technology. This would be a great tool for our life insurance customers.
Or if State Farm wanted to pursue smart home technology, they could partner with a company like Roost, which would be an excellent complement to the recent Ting investment. Or in order to streamline the claims management process, they could partner with Tractable or even a similar startup company in order to differentiate from competitors like Travelers and Hartford. But these ideas already exist in the status quo. We want to focus on a completely original idea.
Alas, it's finally time for the Good Neighbor Score, which builds on the blocks we've set so far in this presentation. So what is the Good Neighbor Score? It is a simple way of assessing how risky an individual is. A customer is assigned a score based on the likelihood that they will file a claim within a given time period. What makes this such a great idea and such a unique opportunity for State Farm is the fact that there is currently no customer-facing metric used in the insurance industry to assess and communicate risk. This would enable customers to see exactly why their premium prices are the price that they are. Plus, it would totally gamify this. People love comparing credit scores, so this would do exactly that.
But how would it work? Well, it's going to work just like a credit score. The Good Neighbor Score can be used to assign the basis for premium prices. So let's say you're a high-risk individual. You're going to receive a lower Good Neighbor Score, resulting in higher premiums. And State Farm has so much historical customer and claims data to build the framework for the score calculation. It will encompass the entirety of one's property and casualty liability. So whether you're shopping for home insurance or auto insurance, doesn't matter. You're going to have one score to understand your premium prices. As well as customers are going to gain insight into how their score is calculated, providing transparency and accountability to understand their actions and the impact of it.
So what kind of action will raise your score? Things like safe driving or even using home security systems to reduce your likelihood of filing a claim. Things like bundling State Farm products, using State Farm technology like Drive Safe and Save, Ting, or as we just mentioned, wearable technology or smart home sensors. Even paying your premiums on time or reducing screen time on your phone will be cool metrics to add. Lastly, the Good Neighbor Score will include traditional underwriting metrics used to determine premium prices.
So how will customers benefit? Well, like we said earlier, this is going to provide insight and clarity to how their scores are being determined, which is going to result in accountability on their end. This is going to improve the ability for them to improve their score and save money additionally. It also incentivizes them to bundle State Farm products and try out our innovative risk-reducing technology to create a safer environment.
Finally, we think that State Farm should consider offering flexible premium prices, meaning as customer scores improve, their premium prices will go down on a monthly basis. Not only will this add flexibility and transparency, both of which are very important to the modern customer, but the Good Neighbor Score will deliver on that while also rewarding safe and responsible behavior.
But you want to know how it's going to benefit State Farm.
Okay.
This is going to expedite and streamline the underwriting process. This is going to make communication between agents and customers so much easier and get rid of all that confusion and hassle. It's going to strengthen relationships with customers because we have transparency, as well as it's going to incentivize customers to be more responsible, resulting in fewer claims filed. And finally, money.
Like what Experian and Equifax did when they patented the credit score, if State Farm can get ahead of the game and develop and patent Good Neighbor Score technology, not only can State Farm use it and benefit from it, but we can sell it to other insurance companies and essentially siphon money from the competition, and that is a massive revenue opportunity.
So today, we've covered the School of Life as an innovative way to attract new customers. We went through data mining and personalized campaigns as ways to understand customer needs and how we can meet them through 2 new product offerings, Protect Free Policy and Wedding Insurance. And finally, we discussed how we can improve the customer experience, not only through today's innovative technologies, but through the Good Neighbor Score.
By pursuing these innovative ideas, not only will State Farm continue to adapt and evolve, but we will make sure that our competitive edge never goes away and State Farm remains the industry leader.
So,
What's your Good Neighbor Score?
Good job.
thank you.